Mladého podnikateľa slovenského pôvodu Olivera Macka sme vám už v minulosti predstavili. Majiteľ populárneho toronského hostela Clarence Castle sa s obľubou venuje nehnuteľnostiam. Porozprávali sme sa s ním o súčasnej situácii na realitnom trhu, najmä pokiaľ ide o predaj a kúpu bytov, na ktoré sa Oliver špecializuje.
Oliver, what are the advantages of buying a condo compared to buying a house?
Number one would be price. So your entry point for a condominium is much lower than a house in the same neighborhood. What we're finding is that many people, say young families, they can no longer afford to purchase a house. So they're staying in their condominiums for longer, and actually some people prefer that. Number two is, of course, location. Do you like the neighborhood? Are there shops and restaurants nearby that you'd like to visit? How close is it to work in public transit?
What if I want to purchase a condo as an investment? What shall I consider prior to the purchase?
Well, you've probably heard the saying location, location, and location as being the three most important factors when choosing where to purchase. I would say yes, that is a key factor, but there are other things that come into play. Number one is new versus resale. If you're comfortable buying off of plans and your time frame is longer, you can consider purchasing new. Usually there is a price break involved from purchasing resale. However, you have to be open to construction delays and not having a fixed move-in date. With resale, you're able to see, touch, and feel what you're buying, and for many people, that's really critical. The second factor to consider is, of course, price. What I recommend to all of my clients is to get pre-approved for a mortgage. That way we have an exact number to work with, and there's going to be a trade-off between size and quality of the building and location. So if location is most important to you, then perhaps you'd settle for a smaller unit, but in a better location in a nicer building. If the bottom line for you is the size of your unit, then we can look at units that are perhaps in not as great a location, but you get more for your money. Number three would be quality of the building. You should always have a good understanding of the developer's background. What reputation do they have in the marketplace? A real estate professional can help you with all of these factors. We'll take a look at what your needs and preferences are and match those up against what you're able to afford and guide you in the right direction.
How does a current condo development in GTA look like? And what shall we expect in near future?
As you can see driving into the city, there's dozens of projects on the go. With rising gas prices and traffic just getting worse, I see a lot of people being drawn to living centrally, to be able to take public transit to work and to walk to shopping and restaurants. So I see that trend just getting stronger and stronger. Also, many people from my generation are no longer looking for that big house in the suburbs with a big backyard. They actually prefer living downtown, even given the option of living in a larger house. They prefer the convenience, the central location, being able to walk to work. Also consider that many newcomers to the city are more used to living in an urban environment. So they may not feel as comfortable living in the suburbs. They're being drawn to living downtown as well.
What neighborhoods do you specialize in?
I specialize in the central neighborhoods of downtown Toronto and surrounding areas. So we have King West, where we are today, Queen West, Liberty Village is nearby as well, the Distillery District, King East, Yorkville. These neighborhoods are all very geographically close to each other, but very different in terms of who lives there, pricing, and kind of buildings that are available. I went to school downtown, I work downtown, and I also live downtown, so this is where I'm very comfortable. I feel that I have expertise and I can give my clients really sound advice on different neighborhoods and the different buildings that they may be considering.
How is the condo market in GTA developing in terms of prices? Let's say even compared to New York or other American cities or maybe even European cities.
The average price for a condominium apartment in the C1 district, which is the area west of Yonge and east of Dufferin, is just over $360,000. You're looking at a price per square foot of about $400 to $500, depending, of course, on the neighborhood and the quality of the building. If you compare that to other markets, say New York City, Paris, London, we're still a fraction of what those markets command. So I do still see a lot of room for growth in pricing. The condominium market in the Toronto area has not grown as quickly in price as the housing market. It's been very stable over the last 8 to 10 years. What we've seen this year is that sales are down from last, but demand is still strong. Average time on the market is still around 3 weeks. So if you list your condominium today, it's going to sell in about 3 weeks if it's well priced. So if you look at these factors, I don't see prices going down anytime in the near future.
What criteria do we have to consider when buying a condo?
When you're looking at a condominium to move into yourself, number one is, can you picture yourself living there? Do you like the neighborhood? Do you like the people that live there? And number two, of course, would be price. Again, I recommend getting pre-approved for a mortgage. That way you have an exact idea of what you can afford. Number three is building size. Do you prefer to live in a smaller building? It's more intimate, where you can get to know your neighbors, or a larger building that may have more amenities. A real estate professional can help guide you through these questions and match you up with a property that really suits what you're looking for.
What to look at in a condo during an open house visit?
Take a careful look at the layout of the condo. Don't just look at the overall size. Is the layout intelligent? Can you fit your furniture in a way that makes sense? So it's not just the square footage of the unit. Also, the quality of the finishings. Are the appliances still in good shape? The countertops and so on, or are they going to require replacement in the near future? If you're in the market to purchase a new condo, please feel free to contact me. I'd be happy to take you through the process. We can go look at some units that are available and talk about what you're looking for. Now, even if you're not in the market, I'd be happy to help you out and answer any questions you may have about what's involved in purchasing a condo.